Hello, everyone. My name is Charles, and like every other small business owner and DIYer, I know the headache of trying to track your own work. We start off with good intentions and end up with a bunch of text messages and emails, loose notes scribbled on napkins and spreadsheets we forgot to update. And traditional tracking software is just too clunky and complicated when you're busy working with your hands or working on your own as a small business person. That's why I created and built ChatData Sync. ChatData Sync brings your favorite AI assistant a secure private memory. Basically it's a database using that you can create using nothing but plain English. You don't need to learn coding. You don't need to learn or you don't need to build any forms or any complicated spreadsheets. Um, think of it like this: if you were a mobile technician out there, and you could just tell ChatGPT, "Hey, I finished this job at Smith's property, and it's completed. I used two copper pipes, and he paid me $250." Right? What if ChatGPT can keep track of all that stuff with you? Well, with this tool that I built, Chat Data Sync, that's what it helps ChatGPT or Claude or your favorite AI chatbot do. Let me give you a small example of a cleaning service, or not a cleaning service, but a family trying to figure out or keep the household chores in order. Right. So here, you'll see I have in Chat Data Sync, I created one tracker, a household chore rotation, right? And I connected that tracker. We'll jump in there. I used the connection, the API connection, to connect this tracker, and just to get you an idea of what the data looks like in the back end. In the back end, this is what the that's what's created for you, right? A list, basically. But I'm gonna connect this tracker, my household chore rotation table, and I'm gonna connect that to ChatGPT. If I can get it going here, and I've already done that, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna just go to it real quick. I've already done it, and just give you an example of the power that it has. That'll give you, it'll allow you, right? So I'm tracking my chores. I want to know, hey, who did the dishes today? Now, this is my special GPT that that I created, and it's talking to Chat Data Sync, and it's able to retrieve who was supposed to do the dishes, and they did it, and they completed it, right? And so that is in my chore tracker here in Chat Data Sync, keeps all that data, and it allows ChatGPT to look into this database and figure out who did what and when they did it, right? You can also update records using Chat Data Sync. Uh, Here we go. That's a way off over here now. This is not supposed to be. Okay, can always update. Here we go. Right, and so say Alex didn't actually do the dishes today, so mark that as not completed yet, or update the status as still pending or in process. It's going to ask me to confirm, and there it goes. It updated the process, so the family can have access to this GPT, and everybody can keep track of who does the dishes and when. Right. So that's a small example of what it does for you. But let's use a little bit more powerful example for the small business person, the DIYer, right? Say let's build one right on the track, right? So say let's go back and let's build a new tracker, right? And in this new tracker, let's say I buy and sell cars as a side hustle, right? Let's say I buy cars, I repair them, I put some money in repair costs, and I try to resell them for a profit. And I use this spreadsheet to track this activity, right? And every time, every time I sell a car, every time I buy a car, I make sure I make sure I put it down on this spreadsheet. Now, I also use ChatGPT to help me do research on these particular cars. Now, this is just dummy data, but I'm just giving you an example. And it would be really helpful for me if ChatGPT knew about this list without me having to copy and paste it every time, right? And so that's where Chat Data Sync comes in, right? So I'm gonna take this list and I'm gonna create a tracker in Chat Data Sync, and I'm gonna connect it to Chat GPT, right? So here you can either describe what you want, and it'll build it out. It'll build the tracker for you, or I already got a spreadsheet. It's right here. Let me just close it and save it because I don't want to lose it. It's right here, and I just want to import that, right? So here it is. I'm going to import it, and there it built it out. It's built. All these are basically the columns in the spreadsheet. You can see here. If I pull that spreadsheet up again, just give me a second. You can see vehicle year, sale date. You know, you can see it pretty much builds all the columns that I had in my spreadsheet out as in your tracker, right? And then it's actually, if you want to bring all your data in, I do, right? And then you can go there, you can go down here. Back, you have to name your tracker something. So I'm gonna name it car tracker or car sale tracker or something. Sale tracker, all right? And so I got to name it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and re-import it again. There we go, and then I'm gonna create my tracker, and there it is. It's created. You can see all the records that were in the spreadsheet initially are now in this tracker. And let's go ahead and here it created a connection for us to connect to our chatbot. So we're going to use ChatGPT, and we're going to create a custom GPT and ChatGPT and give it an action that allows ChatGPT to talk to our car flip side hustle data, right? So let's do that now. So here I'm gonna go and let's go over here. I think it's not over here. Actually, here we go. Let's go to ChatGPT. And here in ChatGPT, I'm going to go here and explore GPTs. And I'm going to go ahead and just create a new GPT. And Chat Data Sync tries to make this as simple as possible for you. So when you go and create a new GPT, you can just go to the Create tab. And let's go back to Chat Data Sync. And if we're in our car flip side hustle tracker in our connection tab, we can go down here and we can go down to system instructions and copy those system instructions. Take it back over to ChatGPT. Go ahead and paste them in the prompt window there in the prompt in the chatbot. And ChatGPT will just go ahead and recreate those system instructions for your new GPT that'll talk to um, your your car data, your car flipping data. So it's doing that now, and it's recommending a name, car flip tracker. We'll go ahead and take that name, right? And we'll go from here. We do have to hit the configure tab in ChatGPT, so we're going to configure it. We'll go ahead and put the name we want, and everything else should be fine. From here, what's important here, let me go ahead and all right, so there. Okay, we're back at it. Here, we are. We have our custom GPT. It created the instructions for us and everything, but we do need to create an action. An action is what actually creates that connection that allows ChatGPT to talk to our chat data sync tracker. So we'll go ahead and create an action. And this it's going to be pretty straightforward in ChatGPT. If you're going and creating that action, what you want to do is you want to go back to Chat Data Sync, and you want to grab your connection URL, right? And once you grab your connection URL, you'll go back to ChatGPT, and then from there, you will actually go ahead and hit import URL. You'll paste that connection URL there, and you hit import. That's the connection between ChatGPT and your tracker. One important thing we do need to do is we need to set up our authentication, right? So if we set up our authentication here, we click the type of authentication we want to set up is API key. Select the API key, and over here, there's going to be some important things that you're going to want to know. With ChatGPT, when connecting it to a tracker from chatdatasync.com, you're going to want to set up an API key. You can do a OAuth, but depending on your circumstances. But in this instance, I'm going to show you how to do an API key. You're going to want to set up an API key, and then you're going to want to put custom, right? And then under custom header name, you're just going to want to type out what you see here. You see where it says uh, X dash API dash key. This is all well documented in chatdatasync.com. So if you need to know, you can find out what you actually need to put. So it'll be up here when you're connecting with an API. So you can connect with the API key, and you can use the custom header, and this is what you can use as the custom header. And you're going to simply grab your tracking key, your tracker key here, hit the copy button, and go ahead and grab that and paste that there, and you're going to save, right? And once you save that, you can see it starting to turn there. You can actually test it out. There's one last thing we have to do. We have to provide a privacy policy in ChatGPT. When you create an action, you have to provide a privacy policy. So here, what you can do here is you can use the privacy policy on Chat Data Sync. Uh, it's you can use that just to connect to your if you wanted to make it simple. And there I added the privacy policy, and there I just want to test it. I just want to test and get the health and see if it's working. All right, and give it a second here. Okay, all right. It looks like it's working. Let's go ahead and create it. We'll up your setup. We are ready to go. I can ask ChatGPT, what's the last car I sold? See, there it goes. Oh, I return on investment 52%. Uh, over all the cars I sold, what's my average ROI? So as there it goes, right? So uh what car do I make the most money off of, or did I make the most money off of, and what did I buy it for? Because I'm looking at yeah, and what did I buy it for? Okay, great. I have this. I'm looking at buying the same model car, but this time I'm paying 2,000 for it, but it only has 100,000 miles. Let's add it. Let's add it to the tracker. Yep, I bought it from the same auction, uh, and but it hardly needs. Put in the notes. It hardly needs any repairs, and we just hit confirm there. There it goes, right? And there it goes. It's really that simple. So if we look back and we're going to look for this record in Chat Data Sync just to confirm that it's there. And let's look. Let's go ahead and just do a refresh, right? And we'll go here. Let's go. Hold up. So when we do a refresh, we get back to our trackers. Here I have my household chore tracker and the car side hustle tracker. We'll click in there. We'll go here and go to data visuals. And here we go. Here's our last record right here. We just added that one there, right? And so we can tell by, if we scroll over here, we could tell by hardly needs repairs, right? It has no ROI, it has no sales price yet, it has nothing yet. All it has is what we purchased it for uh, somewhere down the line. But you know, let's add some information to it. Um, let's add some information to it here. Um, oh, I bought that car today, and I think I already have a buyer at 4,000, but not quite sure yet. Add that to the notes. All right, let's go. All right, let's see what happened in Chat Data Sync. All right, let's go ahead and refresh it. Let's go to our data visual. Here it has the purchase date. It serializes it, but that's going to be today's date, right? And we should see added to our notes here. We can go, we can click in there if we wanted to see it more, but there it is there. So that's how it works, right? It gives you a way to connect your chat bot, in this case ChatGPT, to a spreadsheet or something you want to track. Here I have an example of a household chore tracker, and I could say things like, show me the chores list from that, this week's chores summary, right? And it'll go and it'll talk to my tracker here, um, to this household chore tracker, just so you can get an idea what the data looks like behind there. And it'll go and talk to that, and it'll go ahead and bring that back for me, right? And now I can tell it things like to send an email to remind people or things like that. So, Chat Data Sync is built for the average person to be able to give their chatbot better memory to help you track your clients if you're a small business person, to help, or household chores if you're trying to manage a household. Chat Data Sync is for the everyday person, and yeah, and so I hope you guys give it a shot. Go ahead, go to chatdatasync.com, create your first tracker. You get your first tracker for free. 200 assistant actions. That means you can ask your tracker to do something. You can ask your assistant to retrieve or write data to your tracker 200 times in a month. Your data is yours. Your data is always yours. You can delete your trackers. You can export all your data if you want to. Give it a shot. If you need some use cases on ways that you can utilize this technology, go ahead and contact me. But basically, I can help you with Chat Data Sync, get more use out of your AI. So instead of just asking questions and doing research, you can actually have it track your clients or track your schedule or anything like that. Utilizing the tool Chat Data Sync. So until next time, I hope this is helpful. See you next time.